All right, Shalom. Before I begin, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect out there listening and learning. So the title of this lesson is The Standard of Truth Has Been Lifted Up. And when you look at all of what's going on in the earth geopolitically, and the fact that really these devils, these Edomites, they're being exposed on a mass scale, all right? Pretty much all the lies that they've told throughout the centuries and how they've tried to put themselves up as the beacons of righteousness, as the standard of righteousness within the earth, right? All that's being unraveled. And this is the doing of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Because that covering cast that was put over the people is now being removed. And now what's happening through the means really of the Lord pouring out his spirit upon all flesh, all right? The spirit that's on the inhabitants of the earth is now to look at this devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, with a side eye. Because now they starting to question, well, you said this, but now you doing this, or you did this, but now you saying that, right? So really, in a nutshell, what's happening is Esau, he's being found to be a hypocrite, and he's really being found out to be the devil, all right, emphatically. So let me start off with this here in 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 26. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So faith is now flourishing within the earth, all right, especially amongst the Lord's elect remnant, okay? Faith is flourishing, right? Corruption is now being overcome, all the lies of this devil, which is afflicted the whole of the earth, destroyed the whole earth, all right? Corrupted the whole of the earth, man, corrupted all the nations, right? Now, the wiles of the devil are not being overcome through the Rakah Kadash, through the Holy Spirit, man, all right? And through the Lord really putting this devil on Front Street and putting all his skeletons in the closet out there, putting his, airing out his dirty laundry, so to speak, all right? And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, yeah, so for example, right, you've had the men of the Lord, okay, going all the way back to, Elder Abba Bivens, all right, speaking of the downfall of America, speaking of the wickedness of Esau, the so-called white man, okay, bringing the truth out for what it really is. For the longest time, nobody regarded it. For the longest time, people wrote it off as if, these people are, quacks, or they're bugged out, all right, but now the truth is being established, man, all right, the truth is being established and is flourishing once more within the earth, when for the longest time, people have not regarded the truth, ultimately because there was a time when this world was comfortable, all right, and people could live a comfortable life in this world. They had their dreams, they had their aspirations, but now that these comforts in life are being taken away, people now have to deal with the real reality that's been set in front of them, all right? And when you look at the cost of living situation, when you look at these policies that are being put in place, right? When you look at what's going on geopolitically and what's going on with the hurricane and the whole CV-19, and speaking on that CV-19 real quick, not to veer off, but the real awakening of the masses, on a large scale, because you've always had pockets of individuals out there that were into so-called sea theories, all right? We all know what that is, but there was always a community of people that was into that type of stuff. Well, guess what? Since 2020 to now, that number of people has now grown to pretty much the whole population. Now everybody is a so-called sea theorist. Now everybody is wearing a tinfoil hat, all right? And why is that? Because the stuff that these politicians are putting out there in front of you, and they're giving you one narrative and saying, oh yeah, well, take this, accept this, this is for your benefit. But when you look at the aftermath of what they've pushed to you, it's completely contrary to what they've said, all right? So what's being realized now is, damn, like these people are hypocrites. I trusted them. They said that this certain procedure would make me whole again, that this would protect me from XYZ, but really it's destroyed my whole life now. Okay, really I didn't even have to take it, because remember there was a point when they said, yeah, well, you can't work, you can't do this and that, board a plane, go to concerts if you don't have the juicy juice. Well, guess what? It came a point where once they got you what they wanted you, they said, you know what? You don't have to have it anymore. Okay? You don't have to have these things. So a lot of people, they just took it for no reason, really out of fear and lack of faith. They went and they took that certain thing. But since then, it's seen the aftermath of what's occurred from that point to this now, understanding that now we're in a NWO. Okay, now the ball is rolling, man. All right, these devils are looking to come for the guns. Like, they're looking to eradicate free speech, which we'll get into. And ultimately, they're looking to make your life more of a living hell than it already is. And a lot of people are unsettled about that. And there's a growing distrust and dissent towards the powers that be in the government. See, now all the sea theorists and all the tinfoil hat people, they're being seen as credible now. Okay, now these are facts. You can't deny this no more. All right. And furthermore, the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which have been bringing these things out. All right. Starting with the elders and apostles, now we being justified, because once again, you can't write these things off as if it's not happening. Okay, you can't not see that there's an NWO being set up before you. You can't not see it. It's plain as day, and we're not the only ones that's saying it. You have a whole truther side of YouTube that's bringing out the things that we go into. All right, but the thing with us is we go into the scriptures, we break it down via prophecy, and we show you, okay, this is what the Lord said would happen, and this is happening. All right, so you can't deny this no more. All right, you can't gainsay against the truth. You can't call the men of the Lord bug outs and crazy and all this other derogatory terms that people say. You can't say it no more, because the truth is in front of you now. All right. Hence why it says the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. So the truth now is being declared openly to your face now. All right. So now you have a choice. Either you're going to take heed to the truth and repent, get yourself right with the Lord, or continue to be hard-headed, continue to be stiff-hearted, and you're going to be destroyed. That's your only two choices. Really, it's life or death. You know what I'm saying? This truth is really about life or death. All right. And that's what a lot of people are about to find out, man. This thing is not optional. You can't just, ride the fence or be in a gray area. No, it's either you're going to be hot or you're going to be cold. It's either you for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua or you against them. All right, so that clear dividing line is being made right now in these times, man. So with that being said, now let me go here. All right, because Hillary Clinton, and it's weird to me that she's still running her damn mouth. Like it's weird to me that she's still out here making statements and making suggestions like, man, go sit your old ass down somewhere. Okay, like your husband ain't been the president for damn near 30 years. Like, why are you still in the public eye? She old as hell. You know what I'm saying? Looks scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looks scary as hell, man. But this is what she said, right? Hillary Clinton warns we lose total control if social media content isn't moderated. All right, so this is nothing new. These devils have been wanting to eradicate free speech. They've been wanting to criminalize and delete people that speak against the narrative. All right, and it's even more of a push for this now, because they're really about to bring forth the agenda full force. All right, and many people have woken up. Pretty much everybody is woken up to what's going on. So now there's about to be a hardcore push in America, because you already have this going on overseas in certain places. Like, I know in Scotland, England, like, they're going door to door and knocking on, people, doors and questioning them, arresting them, taking them to jail because of posts that they've made on these social media platforms. All right, so this not only is in America, this is really happening worldwide. All right, you're not allowed to speak out against the agenda. You're not allowed to have an opinion, have a voice. That's not what they want. They want you to just, bow down and ask no questions, right? That's what these devils want you to do. But the fact now that there's a growing number of people that are calling them out. You know, pretty much now, Esau, the elites, they're getting called out from every direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the prophets, but then you also have these truthers. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have Canadian Prepper. You know, you have John Williams, and you know, these different individuals that are out there that day in and day out, they bring you the sources, they bring you the information, they show you the video clips, and they say, listen, this is what they said, but this is really what's going on. All right, remember how they had that UN Pact for the Future, as to where, you know, one of the main things that they're going to do, that they want to do, is collapse the grid, okay? Bring forth this new digital system, all right, and pertaining to censoring the internet. They want you to have a digital ID to access the internet. All right, this is where we at, man. And remember how they arrested the Telegram founder. I forget his name, but about a month ago they arrested him. Now, Lord knows what they did to him to make him comply, but they're about to do the same thing with all these other platforms. See, now Telegram, now their messages are no longer encrypted, and you know, the government is pretty much all up in there. So Telegram is done, and this is going to be the same thing with you know, Instagram, which really the only one that really matters to these devils is Twitter, you know, or X now, right? Because Instagram is run by Google. We already know that they have all the analytics and things like that going on. Facebook, same thing, you know, but X, apparently, you know, you can say whatever you want on X now. You see what I'm saying? So they want to do away with freedom of speech. They want to do away with freedom of thought, right? These devils even want to police your thoughts, okay? So yeah, she said that we're going to lose control of the narrative. Okay, that's the whole thing. These devils have a narrative. It's not the truth according to what's actually going on and what they're planning. It's a narrative, all right? Because they're doing one thing, but they tell you, oh no, this is for your benefit. This is for the conglomeration, the benefit of humanity as a whole. See, we want to make a better earth. That's what they telling you. This is what all this BS is all about, right? But if you got two brain cells to rub together, then you can see that what they got going on is really some BS, man. All right, this is all about control, all about taking more control, okay? Because they want a completely totalitarian system in which you're not going to have a voice, you're not going to have a say-so. And as Klaus said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. So let me go ahead and play this clip real quick. And you're going to see that this she-devil, you know, she advocating for this hardcore. And mind you, this is on CNN, you know, and this thing got a whole lot of views. People are talking about it, you know, because it's apparent now this is what it is. This is the direction that we're moving towards, all right, which is very dangerous. So let's check this out. And Lord willing, y'all can hear this because this phone mic is kind of busted, but you should be able to hear it.
We should be, in my view, repealing something called Section 2. We should be, in my view, repealing something called Section 230, which gave, you know, platforms on the internet immunity because they were thought to be just pass-throughs, that they shouldn't be judged for the content that is posted. But we now know that that was an overly simple view, that if the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm.
Yeah, so see, she said if we don't monitor these things, if we don't regulate these things, right, we're going to lose total control, which it's already too late. Because if you've gotten to the point now where you're saying on CNN, on a nationally, you know, broadcasted network, like if you've gotten to the point where now you're saying that we need to pretty much censor the internet because we're losing control, then you've already lost, all right? Esau has lost the war on information a long time ago. It's just really bad now because now they're getting exposed left and right. So they don't have any rebuttal to come against these allegations because the proof is in the pudding. Let's just call it what it is, man. Like, the proof is in the pudding. You can't You know, you have to call the ace a ace and a spade, man. And when you look at the policies that these devils are putting in place, it's all leading to one thing, which is obvious, all right? A complete shutdown of this society, all right? And they're about to make some really big moves. Well, they're making big moves behind the scene right now, all right? They've put legislation in place to enact certain things when the time is right. You see? So Esau done. You know, Esau cooked, man. It ain't no coming back for this devil. Like this is really, you know, the last hour. All right. This is Job 20 and 27. It says, you know what? Verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. That's the point here in 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. So right now, the heaven is revealing the iniquity of these devils, all right? And the earth is rising up against him. You see? The Most High is exposing these devils left and right. And let's go to Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah, verse Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, right? And Esau is the most proud, right? Because Esau never thought he would see the day when he would get exposed for his wickedness and his evil, all right? Why you think now they've weaponized the term woke, okay? Now they've made woke a bad thing, okay? When being woke used to mean that you were aware of what's going on, that you were hip to the game, so to speak. But now these devils, they've taken that term and they said, oh, being woke is dangerous. Oh, being woke is a threat to America. Why is that? Because now people are researching and you know, digging up all your hidden things that you swept under the rug for years upon years, and now you being outed for it. Now you being called out, and you don't like that, right? Because when you consider a criminal, which Esau is the top criminal by far on the planet Earth, right? But when you consider a criminal doesn't like you to examine his history, right? A criminal doesn't like you to go into his background, give him a background check, right? Because when you go into his background check, you're gonna find all sorts of nasty things that this man has done. Okay, you're gonna see the things that he don't want you to know, because on the outside he's gonna present himself as, oh, I'm clean cut, I'm dapper, you know, I'm a righteous, upstanding man, I care about the people. But when you go into this man's history, it's like, wait a minute, you done did this, and this, you know, and then damn, like you still doing this today. So now there is no damage control. Like the damage has already been done. This is why now they really about to pull the plug on the society. Okay, and if they can't do it the way that they did it with the Telegram founder, then they just gonna crash the whole grid, right? Which multiple reports that have came out, we've done lessons on it, that's what they're actually gonna do. And the spirit had it to where you know, I was rewatching Leave the World Behind, all right? And I kind of focused on that point where there was a whole blackout of the East Coast, and I was like, yo, that's really what they about to do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everything is set up like you having these bank outages, like cell phones going out and stuff like that. They really about to pull the plug, man, because they've been testing these things for a very long time. All right? But yeah, verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So yeah, Esau never thought that he would be brought down. Esau never thought that his hidden things would be brought to the light. All right, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, now this devil is public enemy number one. All right, and it's only getting worse because the amount of wickedness that Esau's done, we only scratching the surface, man. Like a lot more is about to come out on this man and those that associate themselves with this devil. All right, prime example, you got the whole Diddy situation, even though that's folly, but it speaks to a bigger issue. It speaks to the true wickedness that goes on in this world that is covered up and is not talked about, all right, that is suppressed. You see? Now Oprah's name is being thrown in there. Now they're saying that they about to release the whole list, the whole Epstein Island list and all this and that. And they're saying that household names that are on their list are now about to be brought forth. All right, so everyone that is associated with Esau, that got down with this devil in his society, all of them about to go down, man. See, because now this devil's hidden things are being sought up, and let's get that. Verse 6: How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Yeah. So the things of Esau are now being searched out, okay, primarily through the men of the Lord, the prophets, okay? Because, you know, we going into this man's history, we're going into what he's doing today, and we're also going into prophecy to show you this is what the Lord said that this man would do. So Esau himself is a prisoner of prophecy, man. All right, which shows you that, once again, there is no free will, okay? Everybody on this earth, they're set up in their lot, whether you be wicked or whether you be righteous, to do your said task of what the Lord wants you to perform on this earth, man. All right? In the grand scheme of things, you know, Esau, he is the wicked, okay? Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So this man is being exposed now for being just that, the wicked of the earth, okay? This man rules over the whole earth in hypocrisy, lies. You know, this man's starting wars everywhere. Like, he's destroying the oceans, he's destroying the air, he's giving you GMOs and you know, spraying pesticides in the air on your food. You know, this man is killing you in every turn. You know, putting fluoride inside the water, you know, making your kids retarded. You know, this is what this man is got going on. So, as we always say, there's a need on this earth for new rulership, new, you know, governing, man. All right, because Esau, clearly, the amount of time he's been in power, he has not been a benefit to the earth. He's only destroyed the earth, right, since he's been in power. All right, that's why when you read in Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is mourning right now. Like, everyone is in a sorrowful case, okay? Like, yo, this nigga weaponizing the weather, like he's turning up hurricanes and stuff like that. Although we know in the grand scheme of things, it's Yahweh Bashmi Shai, but nonetheless, he's using this devil to bring forth these wicked acts upon the earth, man. Because why? He's the sword of the Most High. You see? So Esau, he's that vessel of wrath fitted for destruction that the Lord is ultimately using to bring hell upon the earth. And then once he's done with him, the Lord is going to destroy this man. Okay, he's going to take all them Edomites out the way, and they're not going to exist no more. Okay? But we in that time now, right, where the man of sin is being revealed. All right? 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3 says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Like I just quoted, you know, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. Okay, so these Edomites, they were tailor-made to be destroyed. All right, because when you think about it, the wicked is not going to exist forever, because wickedness, period, is not going to exist forever. All right, if you're the wicked, then you were created for the same exact purpose, to be that example, to be that you know, for lack of a better term, vessel of wickedness on the earth, so that people can look at it and say, damn, like that's what evil is. You know, we wouldn't know what evil is if it wasn't for Esau, because yo, you, like I said, the stuff that we know, that's only scratching the surface. Like when we get in the kingdom, we're gonna know everything that this devil has done. Like, we're gonna know all the experiments, all the diabolical stuff that he's been doing inside the lab and on experimenting on people and animals and stuff like that. We're gonna know all that in the kingdom, but this is just scratching the surface as far as what we know and what we can see right now. But there's much more to come out on this devil, man, and a lot more is gonna come out before this is all said and done. Before Yahweh shall come back, a major exposure on what this devil has been doing and is continuing to do on this earth is going to be brought forth, man. And that's happening right now. Okay? So now this man of sin is being revealed, right? The son of perdition, or the son of destruction. That's what perdition goes into. Verse 4, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? So this man even showed himself that he is the Most High. Okay, paint over all the, you know, images and stuff like that. You know, white God, white Christ, you know what I'm saying, white angels, everything is white. You know what I'm saying? There were no, you know, black people in the Bible, even though Israel is right there, you know, in the midst of dark nations, but somehow you have Esau You know, he was the center point of all that. You know, and he does that because he wants the blessing. Like he wants to be the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be the chosen of Yahweh Bashim Shai, because in Esau's mind, he's like, listen, I'm the firstborn. You know, I should be getting the blessing. I should be getting the kingdom. But Esau, the Lord didn't choose you. All right, the Lord chose Jacob. The Lord chose the 12 tribes of Israel. He's not dealing with you, Esau, because he created you to be destroyed. You know, that's really all it is. But he can't accept that. And ultimately, the Lord got him in the spirit to where he's raging like he is, man, because he's trying to desperately get back that birthright. That's what he want, right? Yeah, man. So he saw through. You know, it ain't no coming back. It ain't no you know, we got to put a task force in place and patch this up. Nah, it ain't gonna be none of that, man. Now is the time for you to go down, you damn devil. Luke 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops, right? So all this backdoor talk, this you know, backdoor counsel that Esau was having, you got insiders now, which goes into the prophecy that you know, their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. Okay, you got insiders that are now leaking the information that the elites have been talking about behind closed doors and putting it into the hands of the average citizen via the internet. Once again, going into the point of why Hillary Clinton is calling for mass censorship of the internet, okay? Because everything is coming out. Everything's on Front Street now, okay? Everybody can see that these are truly the wicked of the earth, all right? And that there's no denying it no more. You see what I'm saying? You know, so all this in the dark, all that was, you know, being spoken, you know, quietly, and, you know, this move being made, and we're going to sign this law and brush it under the table. Then when the time is right, we're going to pull it out and be like, hey, look, we got this, right? Nah, you know, you're being exposed for what you are, which is the devil, the physical incarnation of the spiritual being Satan upon the earth, man. That's what you so-called Edomites, not so-called Edomites, so-called white people, which are the biblical Edomites. That's what you are, okay? And the Lord is exposing that before the whole of the earth. You see? Let's go to Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So it's not necessarily the flesh and blood man that we're dealing with here. It's spiritual wickedness in high places, okay? Because this whole world is run by Satan, all right? This whole earth is under the vibration of Satan through the Edomites, okay? Just like the Israelites have been set up on the right-hand side to be the vessels of righteousness, to bring forth the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Well, you have the left hand, you have the wicked, which are set to bring forth the wicked works of the evil one, okay, which is Hashatan, Satan, okay? When you go into Hollywood and the rituals that they do, all these things go back to the worship of Baal and, you know, Bacchus and these ancient gods, you know what I'm saying? This is what the heathen are into. This is what Esau primarily is into, because, you know, Esau's a straight up satanic devil worshiper, man. You know, Esau don't believe in the God of the Bible. You know, that's why these entertainers, when they get on stage and they say, you know, thank you, God, what God are they talking about? Okay, like the scriptures say that there be lords many and gods many. So if you're going to say God, you got to specify which God that you're talking about. This is why we always emphasize, you know, saying the names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, so that there's no confusion about what God that we serve. Okay, but these devils, you know, they'll use these vague terms, you know, like they'll just say God. God is a title. God is not the name of any particular entity. You know what I'm saying? You have to say the name, right? But these devils, they know if they was to come out and just say that we worship Satan, that would be off-putting for many people. Okay, that would be an off-putting thing. Like, damn, like we can't directly proclaim that we worship Satan, because then it's gonna pop in their mind. Well, damn, like we're gonna be destroyed because we're directly worshiping Satan. But this is where being the devil comes in. You know, they're able to masquerade. You know what I'm saying? They're able to hide these certain things in everyday activities and, you know, the way people talk and the things people do, you know what I'm saying, they're just able to throw it in there. You know, they're able to throw their Baal worship into everyday life and have you accept it as a normalcy, okay? But when you go down to the root, like when you go into the rabbit hole of what these devils got going on, it all goes back to the worship of Baal, okay? It all goes back to the worship of Hasatan, right? And once again, these things are being put out there by the men of the Lord, the prophets of Yahweh Basham Shai, okay? Day in and day out, sign and crime, man, exposing the devil for what it is. You see? Now let's go to Amos 8 and 11, because as she said, we must censor, okay, we have to deal with this truth that's coming out against us. Basically was what she was saying, you know what I'm saying? We need to silence these people, okay? We need to do on all platforms like how we did on Telegram, you know what I'm saying? We need to go in, we need to shut it down so that nobody can speak against our narrative, speak against our agenda. Okay, so this goes into the famine of the word, which we always speak about. This time is coming, right? Because they've already set the precedent for cutting off free speech, for cutting off freedom of thought, okay, for criminalizing you for even doing these things, right? So Amos 8, let me get some water, you know? So Amos 8 and 11, you know, Amos 8 and 11 is definitely about to be front and center in prophecy, right? It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Basham Yahushua, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Basham Yahushua. So there's about to be a scarcity, a severe lack of the knowledge of Yahweh Basham Yahushua within the earth. Okay, but right now you have the men of the Lord out here telling you what it is, okay? You know, giving you the truth that saith Yahweh Basham Yahushua. But if you reject it now, guess what's going to happen? Let's read on in verse 12, right? And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. You see that? So there's going to come a time, because people don't really want the word right now, okay? Like, you notice that more people are starting to watch the videos, more people are starting to inquire about, you know, the truth, you know what I'm saying? So that's actually a good thing, because, you know, the Lord is still calling his people in, is still calling that remnant back. All right, but once the doors of that spiritual are shut and you're outside, then that's it. You're not going to be able to get the truth no more, because while it was out here for all this time, you didn't take advantage of it, man. This is why this truth is to be cherished, because we have comfort through the Spirit, through the Rakah Kadash. You know, we have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is able to comfort us in times of evil, okay? Because we understand why these things are going on within the earth. Like, we're not in the darkness like these people are. You see what I'm saying? So when nukes start to fly, you know, when there are famines, you know, the Lord said that his servants is going to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the Lord said that, you know, 10,000 shall drop to your left, 10,000 to your right, but no evil shall come nigh thee. You see what I'm saying? So we have comfort through the Spirit to, you know that the Lord is with us, man. You know, as long as we faithfully serve him, the Lord is going to be with us and make a way for us through all the calamities, man. But the wicked, they going to get what's coming to them. See, that's the point. The wicked, they going to get what's coming to them, man. They're not going to receive any grace and mercy from the Lord, because they didn't accept that olive branch while it was presented to them. See, they slapped it away and said, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just be in the world. You know, I'm gonna just continue to live my life. You know, to hell with you niggas. Like, to hell with Yahweh Basham Shai. I'm good. What I need the Lord for? You know, I'm driving Mercedes Benz. I got a BMW. You know, I live in $1 million house. Like, what the hell do I need the Lord for, right? But the attitude is gonna change, man, because when these calamities start to afflict your ass, then you're going to look for some answers. Then you're going to look for some kind of relief, some kind of safety, but you're not going to find it, right? That's why I say that they shall wander from sea to sea. They're going to be going back and forth, to and fro, you know, trying to ask and, you know, inquire. Nobody's going to have the answers, man. Nobody's going to have the answers because, you know, you weren't prudent. You know what I'm saying? You didn't exercise wisdom while the truth was freely available to get it and apply yourself accordingly, All right. And it's beautiful that you even have brothers and sisters still coming in that are still wanting to learn and trying to learn as much as they can. You know, that's actually a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful spirit to be in, because that's showing that the Lord is dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? But for those that just disregard the truth and you know, they just continue on, like I said, they're going to get what's coming to them, man, which is complete destruction. You know what I'm saying? They're going to eat a missile real soon. All right? Amos 8. Yeah, that's Amos. Yeah. You know, all this truth that's coming out against these devils, man, they're being found to be liars, okay? They're being found to be what? Forgers of lies, okay? Workers of iniquity. All right? Deuteronomy 33:29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. All right, so our enemies now, okay, which our chief enemy are the Edomites, okay, but you know, all these nations are our enemies, man, our enemies of the Israelites, enemies of Yahweh Shemel Shai by default, right? But chiefly the Edomites, because they're the devil, okay? They've deceived the whole of the earth, man. All right, so now they're being found out to be liars, hence why they want to take away freedom of speech, hence why they want to put your ass in jail, put you in a detention center, delete you, get you out the way, because you're in the way, you're interfering with what they want to do. All right, but these devils not going to prevail. You know, they can have their plans, you know, they can have their, you know, what you call it, you know, playbook on, you know, what they gonna do. Like, yeah, you know, we gonna set it up like this. Listen, ain't none of that gonna work, man. Like, Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna foil all that. Okay, the Lord is gonna put a monkey wrench in these devils' plans, and they're gonna be frustrated. Okay, that's why when you read Revelation 12:12, it says, "What the devil cometh down unto you with great wrath, for he know that he has but a short time." Okay, these devils know their time is short, man. This is why they're going about doing the things that they're doing. Okay, modifying the weather. Okay, continuing to poison the food. You see what I'm saying? Pushing more juice, pushing more deception. You know, spraying stuff, you know, in the air. You know, poisoning the water. Matter of fact, speaking of the water. Let me bring this out real quick, because you know, there's a report that came out that said the water supply has been hacked. Let me pull that up real quick, Salakia. Yeah, the largest supplier of drinking water in the U.S. has been hacked. All right, see that? So I'm gonna read a little bit of it. To show you that, listen, these devils, they not slowing down, they not stopping. All right, they're not you know, trying to hit the chill button, man. You know, they going full steam ahead with these plans, man. And ultimately, these things are for the wicked. We understand that these things are not going to affect us, even though we're going to be in the midst of it. But hey, our faith is going to carry us through. You see, because we understand why these things are happening. Like, we understand this is the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Everything is being taken away so that these proud people can be humbled down low. All right. So reading a little bit of this article, American Water Works Company, Inc., which is the largest supplier of drinking water in the United States, has said that its computer system has been hacked. The New Jersey-based in New Jersey, which supplies drinking water and wastewater services to more than 14 million people, said hackers had breached its computer networks and systems. So look, everywhere you look, there's a hack going on. And going back to the movie Leave the World Behind, there was a hack that knocked out the power grid on the East Coast. Same very thing. So now the water is being attacked. All right, you know, just a few days ago, you know, there was a port strike. You know what I'm saying? That was going to happen. It's been relieved now temporarily. You know what I'm saying? But very soon there is going to be no food out here. Very soon there is going to be no gas, none of that. Like, look at what's going on in Florida with this hurricane Milton that's coming up, which that's being weaponized as well. But they saying that the gas stations down there, they've completely ran out of gas. Okay, and you know, the highways are all messed up because people trying to get out. They charging like $1,500 a head to get on a flight out of Florida. You see what I'm saying? So these devils got all this stuff going on, man. But look, it don't matter, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is in control. The devil not in control. The Lord is in control, man. So the Lord is going to have his way in the heavens and the earth, man. All right? Lord, hey, it don't matter. You know, the Lord's will is going to be done. You know, so there was a data breach. You know, not just a few weeks ago as well. There were like members of Congress who got their data leaked on the dark web. You got all kind of stuff going on right now. Like, it's so much going on, you can't really keep up with it. But you know, we try our best. Let me bring this out too, cause yeah, I'm not gonna read this one, but check this out. See that? Yeah. So look, like we going into, man, there's a standard of truth being raised up in the earth. All these devil's lies are being exposed. You know, check this out too. Oprah, you know, that's a name that is coming out now, which we've always known Oprah was a, you know, nasty, nasty freak, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she with everything. Let's see here. Yeah, FEMA helicopters block Greenville Airport runway, banning aid deliveries to desperate locals. Okay? So they don't want them people to be helped out there. You know, this all was a setup. They weaponized that hurricane to go out there and do that damage. So now they can move in. Now there's a land grab. You know, BlackRock can go in there and set up what they want to set up to get them resources, man. Same thing they did in Maui, Hawaii. You know, notice how they don't talk about that no more. But Maui, Hawaii was a big deal because they used dew weapons on that particular area, and they cleared the whole thing out. Now BlackRock is up in there. Now they building, you know, factories and mining operations and all type of shit they got going on, man. So these devils, man, they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Esau definitely gotta go, because, you know, this man is truly destroying the earth. Yeah, Kill Gates. You know, Kill Gates got a lot going on too. Oh yeah, check this out too. And this goes into what Hillary Clinton said, right? Check this out. I'm gonna do it like this so it's easier to see. I'm gonna just show the headline. Kamala Harris blames conspiracy theories for failed Hurricane Helene recovery effort. You see that? So they're blaming the sea theorists as to why, you know, they can't, you know, get help out there. But it says here, Kamala Harris claims that misinfo online is to blame for the government's failed Hurricane Helene relief efforts. Which, no, it's not. It's not none of that. It's simply the fact that you don't want to help these people. It's simply the fact that you're more prioritized towards funding war overseas, being warmongers, and just being devils, okay, than providing assistance for your own citizens. Which, you know, again, we understand that this is the judgment of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, but nonetheless, your true colors are showing, okay? Your true colors are showing now, all right? And this is why, you know, as we read in, you know, what is that? Select. Yeah, as we read in Job, you know, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity and the earth shall rise up against him. You see, this is why there's about to be civil war. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. This is why there's about to be civil war in America. Because now the people see that their government is not for them. You know, this is not for the people. This is not a democracy. Okay, voting and all this other stuff. Like, there's a report that came out as well that said that millions of Christians are not going to vote this coming election. Okay, which that's going to sway things. But why? Because people are now waking up and saying, listen, it don't matter who get in there, whether it's Trump or it's Kamala. Evil is evil. Like, you can't vote for the lesser of two evils. You understand what I'm saying? You can't vote for the lesser of two evils, man. So these Christians are like, you know what? We're done with the voting. We're not going to vote. We're not going to put ourselves out there like that, because either way, it's still going to be bad. You know, either way, we still going to war. Either way, inflation is going to continue to go up. Either way, America is still going down. Jeremiah 51, this place cannot be healed. There's no balm that you can apply to America for this place to bounce back. It's over. All right? It's over, man. This place is under severe judgment. And there is no going back. There is no build back better. There is no contingency plan. None of that. All that shit is scrap. All All right. Let's get some headlines off of here. Yeah, over 1,300 gas stations in Florida have run out of fuel as Milton approaches. And that Hurricane Milton, that's about to tear a lot of stuff up, right? It says here as well, yeah, this is the one I saw. Millions of Christians are not voting this November, and it could be disastrous for the future. See? So yeah, man, like it's not looking good for America, you see? And what the men of the Lord have been saying for decades, it's in your face now. Going to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 3rd verse. The vision is for an appointed time. Now is the time for these visions to come forth and to manifest themselves. Okay, why? Because the Lord is not visiting the earth. You know, the Lord is visiting the earth which He made, and He's making these visions plain now. Okay, the Lord is making it so now you can't deny this no more. Like, you can't gainsay. It's right there. It's impossible not to see. And if you can't see it, that's because the Lord has blinded you, because you just wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't see what's going on now, that's because the Lord don't want you to see it. Okay, because He wants you to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Which that's scary in and of itself. You see? War continuing to escalate in you know, the so-called Middle East, you know? Now they're talking about Washington is deeply concerned that Israel is preparing to bomb Iran's nuclear sites. So in the midst of all these things, the main two prophecies that we have left, you know, that we're waiting on is the MOTB and World War III. Okay, World War III is already on and popping. Like, we just waiting for the nukes, really. But MOTB, they about to roll this thing out any day now, literally. Like, they could crash the grid next week and they could roll this thing out before the end of the year. You know, but more than likely, they're going to roll it out 2025. You know, they're going to let the rest of this year ride out. You know, we'll see what happens, but it's looking like 2025 is going to be that year where the MOTB is going to come forth. Okay? So, yeah, man, you know, the Lord is raising up a standard in the earth, you know, that no one can deny. You know, the truth is now coming forth. The truth is now being declared. All right? And let's close out on that. You know, a beautiful one to close out on as well. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Yeah, beautiful. You know, the truth is finally being declared. And when you go into the word truth, it goes into veracity, or the fact of the matter. Okay. And one thing about the truth is not relative to how you feel or your experience, you know, which your experience can contribute to the truth, but your experience cannot be the absolute truth. Okay. You know, in certain circumstances, but the truth is absolute. Like, you know, you can't just make the truth what you want it to be. The truth is what it is. And what is the truth? You know, the truth is what the Lord says the truth is, man. All right, because the Lord is the one that created the heavens and the earth. He's the one that set everything up. So we go by this saith the Lord. Okay, we don't go by how we feel or the doctrines of men and these different philosophies that are out here, man. Because ultimately, they're not going to hold water. All right, they're not going to stand up when all this hell comes upon the earth. You see, when these disasters come, and when the Lord really opened up on this earth and things really start to go down like that, it's only going to be one explanation as to why these things are happening, and that's going to go back to the scriptures. Okay, even with the Hurricane Helene, they saying now, a lot of people are coming out and saying this, but they're saying that what happened in the Carolinas, up in the Appalachian Mountains, is of what? Biblical proportions. Okay, that's the word they're using now. They're actually saying this was a storm of biblical proportions. Okay, so everything goes back to the scripture. Everything goes back to the Bible, man. So once again, you know, you can't deny this no more. You can't close your ears and say la la la. No, it's here. It's in your face. Accept it for what it is. And yeah, the Lord gonna continue to do His thing. All right. So with that, I'm gonna close out right here. I know it's kind of all over the place, but Lord willing, this lesson was still edifying. Closing, I want to say call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kadash. Love lives to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Kum Yasha'Allah. And a Bible ball. Shalom.